Hello and welcome back, or welcome for the first time, to another Spark in the Dark or haphazard recording, giving you cause to pause and ponder. Broadcast to you from the Roadkill Cafe by Lance Reynard. And rather than opening with reading statements, I thought I would just quickly mention a few of them, and that would be less tedious. And so I planned on investigating a star fort that subscriber Azad had sent me a message about. He lives in a star fort, and my thought to him, and I sent him a message of what? Because of the size of star forts, and who could have possibly poured that massively large amount of cement. And in those days, I mean, that was a massive amount. So I'll just asked him his first-hand view, and waiting for a response on that. Actually, if I started a nonprofit organization, it would be called PCR, Paper Chasers Reform, because that's pretty much all I do in my spare time, is to, it just seems like it, if I had any spare time, to chase paper. And it kind of seems like that's what we're all doing. But tell me whether or not you agree. I think we're all paper chasers. Another funny thing that I noticed in my spam, when I go into my analytics in YouTube, it says my spammers. It shows me the people who are likely spam. And since I'm new to it, I had never checked it really. And it's got Martin Leedkey as a spammer. Some of my favorite commenters: Jane Doe, Tiger, White Tiger, Barnabas Nagy. It's got all these people as spammers, so keep it up. If you're spammers, it's good. Send me some more. I'm good with it. And think about that is pretty much. But in this essay, I want to be talking about separations, down from electron microscopes, and I've always loved electron microscopes and breaking things down and bringing it down to the atom, and but this I'm going to be talking about that, as well as the agenda of the controllers in breaking us down, separating us, and putting us in dividing lines, because we are not apart, we are apart. And that's another issue, is the terms that we use in being a part of something or being apart from something, and how we I say nay to the separations. I don't believe that we should be separated as much. We are one. If you look in the eye of any living creature, I can identify, and I believe that you can too. And so with that in mind, we're going to be talking about some of the important issues of today, which they all are, the trees that are all across the world, and the evidence of Tartaria from America, the separations in maps, and how we are divided. We are actually conditioned since birth to be divided by the controllers. And so to become aware of these details, to look at some of the evidentiary facts and think about what this all has to do with Tartaria and us, and our seeming separations that we're taught so well. And so that's what this essay is predominantly about, and let's get to it. Now, I've watched different casts, and they have far different viewpoints on where Tartaria, I mean, of course, it's considered to be, let me run through a couple of these images and familiarize myself with some of the upcoming data that we're going to be covering. And what I was mentioning was that Tartaria is considered to be this area right up here in Siberia, and that's it. And I think that's an illusion. That's a nice outfit. I think what's really cool about this is the wallpaper. I mean, that is some pretty slick wallpaper back there. And it runs all through these rooms. And so you think about the wallpaper. Somebody didn't sit and draw that on the wall. They had paper, and they put it on the wall. And so what year was this? Let's just take a quick preview at I like the walk on his head. That's nice. He's probably about to walk his dog. But let's take a look here, and I don't see a date on this. But the beautiful pattern on here, does it match the wallpaper, I'm wondering? It doesn't quite match. It's pretty close. And then is this engraved into metal? Or is it leather? That would be a cool leather piece too. With the unicorn, or what is that on there? I don't want to get too... Oh, it's a pretty creepy looking thing, actually. Strange. And interesting. And what is that in the background? A chest? No, there's people praying. People bowing and... Oh, they're paying homage to this dude. That must be Genghis Khan back there or something. And why are people paying homage to each other? I mean, somebody's so great and powerful, Oz. What's up with that? And these Tartarian women, man, they are pretty intense. Intense. Well, that is interesting that they would live intense. They're probably getting ready to clean this. No, these guys are paying homage to the dead bear. That's interesting. So that shows respect for life, kind of like in Avatar, where they pay homage after killing something. This is a Tartarian black cherry tree. And this is what got me started on this essay, was I got this tree and I started looking at the locations of these Tartarian cherry trees. Yeah, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. All across America, many up along and on the East Coast. And I want a hat kind of like that. I was thinking maybe something that looks like, I don't know, half an onion on my head would look good. And of course, that's Mother Mary back here. I think she's already got Jesus going on. I'm not sure what's that is. Now, if you look at these maps, now here's another curiosity, is you see the way the map is laid out. And what I'm talking about is that the end of Russia is here and the United States is over here, and they're separated. See how distant they are? And of course, California is an island in this one, and we'll go into more of that. But what I'm getting at here is the way that the maps are laid out. Crest of Tartaria, or what we're taught as the crest, are shown, and this specifically is a Tartarian crest, the griffin. If one of those were around, I don't know if I'd want that as a pet, because if it turned on you, ooh. But Tartaria is shown, Scythia or Tartaria, in this area all of the time. This is the Tartaria area. Principal buildings of the world. Interesting little piece here with the multitudes of antiquitech, and here's how we're going to show it. We're going to put a cross on every single one of them. It's going to be a cross, make it a cross, nothing but a cross, and only a cross. So help me cross, I do. You may now be seated. And so this, once again, I always have to question what we're shown, because it's what we're shown. It's what we have to work with. And that's a blurry map. However, once again, get to the point. Final part of this point. I like the coin. That's crazy. Guy looks a little snaky to me. But I'm going to just get to this point I'm trying to make, is that every map shows the separation from left to right, with the United States in the far left, and with Tartaria, or the area on the far left, that's Russia. And miso, it's miso honey. Look at that. I mean, whew, nice. Very colorful. And I like those shoes too. I'm kind of big into shoes myself. Those are wrap-around sandal types, and who doesn't love those shoes? So we still haven't made that point I'm trying to get to, and I'm working on it. Now the honeysuckle is another one. All over, Tartarian honeysuckle is everywhere across the East Coast. I've got a map coming up here. But speaking of maps, now this one shows it a little differently here, where you see the U.S. here, but there's this big blocking thing right there, this image blocking the area that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is how Tartaria got over here, where they came across the shortest distance would be the Alaskan jump from Russia to Alaska. But it's always blocked, and in every map it's always separated. So here you have the Americas over here on the left, and the end of Russia over here on the right, and see how they're just totally separated, rather than Alaska and Russia being in the center. See, no maps, very, very few maps show that. Now this is an interesting map right here showing travel routes, and this is the travel route up top here, where they have this big circle blocking the view. Once again, big volcano blocking the view. I think this is very authoritarian type separation that we're forced to see. It's not that we want to. The honeysuckles are everywhere in the United States, and these maps and these gentlemen that were running Tartaria, like I say, were they nice? Were they tyrants? This guy doesn't look too pleasant, too happy or giggly. He looks kind of like he's a little disappointed in his manicure. I'm not sure what. And you know, I do to a degree. Now these, you know, here now this is what I'm talking about. Once again, it's this one actually has the setup like I was kind of hoping it would. America Septentrional, North Septentrional. However, this once again is erased. It's missing right there in between that short runover area where it would be simple to take a ship over. Why do we need to have that blocked? Nice work, buddy. Nice ink. And yeah, this one's catching one. Let's check out that outfit. What kind of bowl she's got. Yeah, looks like an opium ball. All right, take it easy, lady. I want to pop a brain cell. Let's check out the bottom here. Chihuahua lady in Chinese Tartary in 1700 or the year of J700. Yeah, so my point here is that Tartaria was everywhere. And he's got his little doohickey here. He's going to sprinkle water on people or something. I don't know. But he's looking pretty happy, pretty smart. He got his arrows back here and his bow. Yeah, he's a hunter, all right. And I was thinking too, all right, now the map issue I'm talking about once again is right here where you have Alaska. Now see right there in the very far, you could just barely make it out right here, where Alaska and Russia are this close together, right? Okay, nobody took a ship over from here to here, but and they went all the way across there, but they didn't take that little route right in here. Oh, really? Okay, whatever you say. And now those trees also, the Tartarian cherry tree, black cherry, and the honeysuckle, I've got, like I said, and my point is that Tartaria was everywhere, especially down, you know, and you've got, I mean, they just lived everywhere. And we were all, I don't believe in separation line, that whole separation line thing between us, to think that you're a part of that team and I'm a part of this team, and so, you know, in order for us to come together, we have to punch each other to show who's the most powerful, or climb this pole back here to see who can climb poles better than, you know, from this side of the line. What is he doing? Oh, he's fixing the flag. Okay, I'm just kind of, wow, what are you doing? This guy's showing this guy, well, here's how it is, see, and we're down here, this is Tartaria, and you guys from over there, so let's go ahead and punch each other and get it over with right now. And that's the way the conditioning of our societies seem to be directed. And that's like, what? She's going to go out and do some dusting, apparently. Cleaning lady. Yeah, I wish my cleaning lady, I don't actually. Why would I have one of those? I don't make a mess. Nice shoes too. I mean, look at those stylish shoes. Those are probably, yeah, that's just another something. Oh, what's the name of the stupid shoe? I can't think of it. Parisi's. So once again, the map separation. Notice America over here, yeah, Russia over there, totally apart from each other when they're actually so close together to each other. Some of the architecture of the considered to be Tartarian, and it is beautiful. We all can appreciate and enjoy that kind of thing. And this guy, I love it when he shows up banging his stuff and time to wake up, breakfast. The dogs are howling at him, and he's like, I don't know, he's massive. I mean, look at this guy. What is he, about 15 feet tall? Maybe it's just a distance relationship, however the size of these guys, whatever they're doing in there. So I hope it isn't creepy. I don't like it. Yeah, it doesn't look too pretty. And then these guys over here, and going over here. Looks like trouble to me. I don't like showing negativity here. But, yeah, harbinger of death, apparently. What's it say down below? Oh, a shaman. He's a priest, and he's warding off all of the, I don't know. Dogs don't like him, though. That's for sure. I wouldn't dress up like that and then run at a dog. I mean, that's just not smart, in my opinion. Banging a drum. So the issues of the map separations, also the issues of where the trees are located everywhere. And this is just, in my opinion, guys, this is propaganda right here. With this separation. You're over there and we're over here and we are far, far apart from each other. When they could show the maps totally different and show that we are very close to each other. And yeah, that's a fact. So what up with that? That's part of my issue here in the haphazard production. Guy is nice to his horse back here. That's cool. And this guy's just hopping around. This is called a Tartarian horse for some reason. The horse de la Tartaria. And he's going to go run out and poke something. I'm into poking stuff. I'm going to go poke me a pokey thing. And what's that say at the bottom? Tartarian. I don't know what that says. Obfuscation. Now this is the Tartarian honeysuckle tree locations located in all over the world. And if you'll notice, Tartarian honeysuckle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Tartaria, and these trees were planted here long ago, gang, and it's being hidden, covered up, and these propaganda images of actually just in every map you look at. Here's another one of Tartarian honeysuckle. Now I can see after they got here they spread, however, yeah, right? So just a point, just a minor point, look at the trees. Start looking at the emblems and the symbols and look at the relationships of what we're able to see, what we're allowed to see. Yep, what we're allowed to see. And so I think a little more investigation in these areas, even though they might seem like minor details. I believe everything is connected. I appreciate the time that you've spent to consider this essay. And please like, comment, and or subscribe if you got any knowledge or humor out of it. And I will be back with more interesting and enlightening details about fascinating subjects in my next episode. So, thanks for playing. Talk to you soon.